a small country, but a major battlefield for the United States. During the Cold War, Cambodia was a small nation with limited military power and a population largely focused on survival and neutrality. Yet despite its size, Cambodia became one of the most strategically important countries for the United States in Southeast Asia. What made this small country so significant was not its strength, but its location and the global struggle between two opposing ideologies. The Cold War was not fought only with soldiers and weapons. It was a global contest between communism and anti-communism, where every region mattered. Southeast Asia became a critical front in this struggle, and Cambodia sat directly at the crossroads of regional conflict. Bordering Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand, Cambodia occupied a position that made it impossible to ignore. From the American perspective, Cambodia was more than a neutral neighbor. It was a geographical gateway. U.S. military planners believed that communist forces were moving through Cambodian territory to support operations in Vietnam. Supply routes, hidden bases, and border sanctuaries transformed Cambodia into an unseen extension of the battlefield, even though no formal war had been declared there. This reality placed Cambodia in a dangerous position. While its leaders attempted to remain neutral, global powers viewed neutrality as weakness. For the United States, the fear was clear. If Cambodia fell under communist influence, it would strengthen enemy control across the region. In Cold War logic, even a small country could tip the balance. As a result, Cambodia became a testing ground for Cold War strategy. Military operations, intelligence gathering, and political pressure quietly intensified. Decisions made in Washington were driven by maps, theories, and long-term strategic goals, not by the daily lives of Cambodian civilians. The effects of this strategy were profound. Rural areas became militarized, border regions turned into conflict zones, and civilians were caught between global powers fighting a war that was not truly theirs. Cambodia's size did not protect it. Instead, it made the country more vulnerable to external influence and internal collapse. Political instability followed. External pressure weakened Cambodia's ability to control its own future. As Cold War tensions increased, internal divisions deepened. Competing factions, armed movements, and ideological struggles grew stronger, fueled by fear, foreign involvement, and the breakdown of traditional authority. For the United States, Cambodia represented a strategic necessity rather than a national priority. It was not the main battlefield, but it was a crucial piece of the larger puzzle. This way of thinking reduced a nation to a position on a map, where human consequences became secondary to geopolitical calculations. The Cold War turned Cambodia into a battleground without borders. Violence did not arrive all at once, but crept in slowly through covert actions, political interference, and military escalation. By the time the world fully realized what was happening, Cambodia had already been deeply transformed. The long-term consequences were devastating. The country was drawn into prolonged conflict, its social structure fractured, and its future shaped by decisions made far beyond its borders. The Cold War did not end when the fighting stopped. Its legacy remained embedded in Cambodian society for decades. Cambodia's story reveals a powerful truth about the Cold War. Size did not matter. What mattered was location, ideology, and strategic value. A small country could become a major battlefield, not because it chose to fight, but because the world's most powerful nations decided it must. This chapter of history reminds us that global conflicts are often fought in places least able to bear their weight. Cambodia became a central stage in a global struggle, proving that in the Cold War, even the smallest nations could pay the highest price.